Hello and welcome. My name is Jessica Gem, and in today's video, I'm doing an OC creation challenge. This doll OC challenge was created by derpenschnoff_D, linked to their original video in the description, and sent to me by my sister. And I wanted a bit of a break from the D&D ones for timing and stuff, so here we go. It's a typical OC challenge video, where they give you a set of parameters to base the elements of your character off of. First off, I'll go over the specifications. After owning and being around several dogs, I've realized that I'm actually more of a cat person, which is a shame because I am incredibly allergic. Anyways, a cat person gets a cute doll, so we'll start with that. I try some cutesy poses and end up with a bubbly but not too extreme pose. Secondly is light or dark theme, and since I don't have dyed hair, I have a light theme. I'm also fairly short, so that means she gets short hair. Hers is straight since mine is naturally wavy, and I decided to do goldfish crackers as my snack, so her hair is a bright, cheesy yellow-orange. I can't actually narrow down my favorite snack, so I just went with it because it sounded like a cool concept. I also added a few real fish around for interest and composition. The eyes are going to be the approximate color of iced teas, as those tend to be my go-to drinks. And since I kind of have pets, I get a little stuffy to go with her. I have siblings, so she needs extra eyes, tummy eye, and I have kind of been working through a rough art patch, so I did end up taking a leg off. And that's the idea all summed up. Once I had my base, I fitted it into a more interesting arrangement on the canvas. And I've been trying to work on not keeping everything contained, and letting some elements be cut out to add a more natural feel to my illustrations. For the line work, I used a textured brush and went super messy with it. I've been struggling with clean lines lately, not that I can't do them, just that they take so long, and they tend to lose a lot of the energy that I love from my sketches. I am so happy I decided to try this, and may do more in this style going forward. It was so much fun, and loads faster. I've also enjoyed thickening up where the lines meet to get more depth in my pieces lately, and I think it really helps. I went very heavy on the doll theme, giving her the jointed limbs and a face style that is definitely a departure from my typical tendencies. I don't think I'll be adopting that element, but it was enjoyable to experiment with. For the coloring, I decided to use the same textured brush. On the fish, I kept things a bit more dotted to indicate a scaly texture, whereas for her, I did a straight hatching type of shading, using lots of small lines to gradiate into 1 or 2 layers of shadow, depending on the area. I kept everything in the orange to yellow color range to make it all unified, and also limit myself to see what I'd do with it, though I did add a bit of salmon for the darkest skin shading. I colored the lines to an orange-brown to soften them, and outlined each character in white to help them stand out a little more, mainly for the fish in front of her legs. I used a bit of texture for the background, as well as some extra bubbles here and there, and of course, threw in a few highlights. I polished it off with just a couple layer styles, and our doll is ready to hit the shelves. I think Gilia may be a good name for her, but if you think of any other ideas, let me know in the comments. I'm actually super happy with this piece. It was so fun to do, and I actually love the result. I'm for sure going to try more of what I did here, so look forward to it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this creation process. If you enjoyed this video, please grant me a like, and if you'd like to see some more of my art, subscribe to join me. That's all for now, so farewell, and have a wonderful day.
Yup.